Hello students, welcome back. Today you are going to travel with me along to the coastal Karnataka. Yes, and we are going to have a journey of Yakshagana. Today, the finest traditions of Yakshagana are surviving with all their rich variety only in the coastal and the hill tracts of Karnataka in two districts of South and North Canara. It is in this area that the largest number of prasang, written texts, have been discovered, and it is in this area that can offer us today the largest number of temple troupes and performing artists. Some of these temple troupes have had a continuous existence of 1 or 2 centuries or more. During a season from the month of November till the start of the monsoon around May, each troupe performed about 150 shows, almost one performance every day. These Yakshagana also go by the name Dashavatara Ata or Bhagavata Ata. Ata in Kannada means a play. Yakshagana text or a play. Prasanga. Lord Vishnu, one of the 3 legendary gods of the Hindus, is called Bhagavan. His exploits are detailed in Bhagavata. The person conducting on the stage a Yakshagan concerned with Bhagavan is called Bhagavata. To him, the performance is an act of devotion to Bhagavan. The reason why the name Bhagavatara Ata stuck to this type of Yakshagan is perhaps that its earliest themes were taken from Bhagavat. This ancient work is in Sanskrit, but its Kannada rendering composed during AD 1530 is equally well known. Almost all the early prasangs drew their material from various Kannada versions of our ancient epic and mythologies or Puranas. These versions were well known at the time. Among them were Gudigina Bharata by Kumara Vyasa, Torave Ramayan by Kumara Valmiki, Ramayan Kaushiki by Bhattaleshwara, Bhagavata by Kattu Vittalanatha, and Jaimini Bharata by Lakshmisha. A few hundred Yakshagana prasangas are available in Kannada, and most of them have been written during the last few centuries. Over 100 of them have been printed. The rest are in manuscripts. Of this rich store, probably not more than 50 or so have been staged and gained popularity. Though in recent decades, new authors have composed and produced a dozen or more new prasangas, but the old ones have lost neither their appeal nor their popularity. This is because their themes are drawn from ancient epics and mythologies, which our people still cherish with religious zeal. Going through the text of old prasangas, we discover that each consists of large number of songs and verses, but very little of prose. Songs dominate the plays as their pattern are excellently suited for dance rendering. A play may consist of anything between 300 to 600 stanza. A full-fledged play may take 7 to 8 hours for its performance, and shorter ones may require half that time. Here, the names of the few of such source materials that were available to the Kannada writers for composing their plays. During this period, some of these playwrights often incorporated a good number of verses from such writings along with their own songs and verses of a play. Mahabharat by Kumara Vyas of Gadag, Ramayan Torave, Ramayan by Bhattaleshwara, Kaushika, Vashishtha Ramayan, Uttar Ramayan, Tirumaleshwara, Ramayan, Venkamatya, Jaimini Bharata, Bhagavata, Bharata, Pauloma Parva and Sarvagrahana Parva, Airavata Tale, Rukmini Swayamvar Tale, Prahlad Bharat, Devi Mahatmya, Krishnarjuna Kalaga. Many of such works are to be found in Malnad homes of Karnataka as well as in the hinterlands in the form of handwritten palm leaf scripts. The intrinsic beauty and the merit of prasanga would mainly rest on the song patterns used and their ragas and talas. Verse forms are secondary. They are mostly used as narrative links, the dialogues being covered by song sung in duet. Quite a number of authors have clearly distinguished the third person narrative from the first and the second person duet, because everything has to be sung or narrated by the Bhagavata. The nature of the verses that form an essential part of these plays. These are composed in metrical forms similar to the readers of Kannada literature. They consist of pure Kannada meters like Dvipadi, couplet, Chaupadi, four-footed verse, Sangatya, another four-footed type, and 3 or 4 types of 6-footed meters called Padapadis. These have grown and evolved with language and are quite easy flowing and flexible and excellently suited for singing. Their lines are composed of short and long syllables, often repeating and so lending themselves to tala beat and hence to dance rhythms. The language spoken is rather fluid and pedantic, but befitting the dignity of such roles. Ordinary characters like servants, Brahmins, guard, and Hanuman Nayaka use simple language, often the folk dialect of the region. It is only Hanuman Nayaka who exceeds the bounds of the background songs. He is there to cut joke, cause mirth, and entertain the audience in season and out of season. Sensitive artists who have had a good knowledge of ancient Indian epic and Purana as well as the gift of the garb conduct the Tal Maddale performance. These are popular during the rainy season when open air costume play cannot be staged. In the hands of sensible artists, such plays could be lively, witty as well as entertaining. Tala Maddale itself is to this day a very popular form of Yakshagana staged indoor by artists sitting around Bhagavata. There are no costumes and no dances, and dialogues are spoken extempore. The term Gana signifies music, and as such Yakshagana means a particular style of music with characteristics of its own, distinct from the two other systems of Indian music, Hindustani and Karnataki. In course of time, plays written in this style of music came to be known as Yakshagana Prasangas. Prasanga here means a theme or a story. Though from earlier works we can gather an impressive list of over 150 ragas, today many of them remain only in name. The charm of the song pattern owes as much to the ragas as to the tale, the song's rhythmic structure. They were sure of this tala structure as the dance footwork is thoroughly dependent on the rhythmic time cycles. The Bhagavata plies a pair of tiny cymbals while singing, and a maddale usually accompanies him. In battle scenes and on joyous occasion, another high-pitched drum called chende accompanies him. The Bhagavata may be supported by a junior called Sangeetagara, who often lends his voice to his seniors' alap, takes them up and continues them in order to give him some respite. The Bhagavata has to sing all through the night, which may mean singing of 400 to 500 stanzas in various ragas and talas. Nowadays, the god pipe, Shruti or Pungi as it is called, has been replaced by a small box with bellows and a few metallic reeds that produce the necessary note. The singing is done mostly at high pitch. The lower octave is completely left out. As most of the song are accompanied by dance, the tala element becomes a very important part of the performance. The Bhagavata's playing of the tiny cymbals and his recitation of elaborate mandala syllable dictate the entire gamut of footwork. In the songs too, to lend variety and charm, tala structures of different stanzas of a particular song may vary. The tempo of singing too may vary according to the need of the dance. The ragas whose name we get from ancient Prasanga script are as follows: Nati, Kafi, Mohana, Khamak, Kamboji, Dhanyashi, Yarakala Kamboji. Unearthing the nature of a number of these ragas is a very difficult task, for many of them have been forgotten long ago. But since a number of them are still found in Karnataki or Hindustani style of music, it may not be so difficult to render them in Yakshagana style, only the modulations would be different. In the case of combined ragas, that is combination of ragas like Meku Gaula, Todi Gaula, Punnagatodi, if both the components are known, some attempt is possible to resurrect them. For example, in Meku Gaula, Meku has yet to be discovered, where Gaula is in vogue in Karnataki. In case of such ragas like Meku, Kore, Koravi, Mekali, Gopanti and Panchagati, the names sound native in this style. Names like Huvu and Kannada are native to the Kannada language itself, and it is doubtful if old musical work would be of help in asserting their nature. But if such ragas occur quite often in their prasanga, it is quite possible that we may still discover them. Old Bhagavats who know such old prasang by heart would be able to sing them as they were taught by their gurus. Someone among them might still sing it in the correct manner without being conscious of the name of the raga he may be singing. Whenever the names of Yakshagana ragas correspond to those of common Karnataki ragas like Bilahari, Kamboji, Kedaragula or Athana, the former are almost similar to Karnataki ragas. But it need not always be so. Some Yakshagana ragas have a greater resemblance to like named ragas of the Hindustani style. Rag Pahadi is akin to Pahadi of Hindustani. Rag Dvijayanti is akin to Jai Jayavanti. Rag Dvijayanti is akin to Jai Jayavanti of Hindustani raga, Hindustani. Raga Hussain bears a definitely Hindustani name, though the Yakshagana rag is like the Hussaini or the Karnataki raga Kannada of Yakshagan is after all Hamir of Hindustani. The talas that Yakshagana music has been employing are only 7 in number and are called Durva, Mathya, Rupaka, Jampe, Tripua, Asta, Eka. The first one is rarely used, but a new bit called Kore is in vogue. Yakshagana's dance form consists mainly of Nritya aspect of footwork and rhythmical body movement, including those of the neck, arm and palms. It contains some fine postures, body flexions, as well as a few squatting, jumping and reeling movement. What it lacks is a stylized gesture language, employing symbolic mudras to depict parts of the speech. Few gestures and symbols are the ones that one normally uses in his day-to-day conversation. Yakshagana player too during dance uses these similar and familiar gestures to express the meaning of the songs which the Bhagavata has sung. Normal gestures like these are combined with facial expressions when rhythmically synchronized with one's footwork and body flexion can fully express all human feelings. What Yakshagana employs in its dance is the rhythmic nature of dance language as distinct from the thought or idea content of the spoken language. Some of the charms as well as defect can be best studied with profit from Strivesha dance of Subhalakshana. The female role fortunately appear in simpler dresses and with fewer ornaments, and so their body lines can appear more meaningful during dance. The Strivesha in their dance display many lasya or shringar movement. Charms of female personality are revealed through various movement, posture, eye, neck, shoulder, palm movements. Certain movement of the Lasya dance of Strivesha also reveal the clumsiness of foot movement. At times, in the display of quick footwork during forward motion, they kick back their feet, which looks abhorrent. Again, when we consider the dance of the male character, we find excel thought patterns in performance of Bala Gopala in the beginning of Subhalakshman. Here almost the entire gamut of dance forms of valorous character is displayed. What this would not cover often are some of the movement covered in Odalagga and the dances depicting the travel and battle. The Bala Gopalas also do not speak, and hence the maximum use of dance is made. If the female roles are only equipped for Lasya movement, the male role specializes in valorous and battle movement. And when it comes to fun and frolic or to dances of a lighter vein, it becomes the monopoly of the Hanuman Nayaka. This sort of compartmentalization comes very much in the way of exploiting of dance medium as a ballet form. Now, for the scenes of battle itself, the audience, which has to bear with patience the other slow movement of the play, is swept off its feet in an impressive display of valor, anger, animosity, and contempt. In recent Yakshagana plays, the spoken word displaces most of these actions. Wordy duels consisting of jibes, threat, and vain talk are indulged endlessly. The characters carry with them arms like the bow and the arrow in case of warriors like Arjuna, a mace in case warriors like Bhima, or a chakra in case of characters like Krishna. These arms are not realistic but are purely symbolic in shape and are made up of wood. But rigorous realistic movement with a few choreographic steps create the illusion of such fighting with each other with one owns fist, mace, or bows and arrows. Here, it is possible to discard even the symbolic weapon and use one's arm, palm, and fingers with appropriate foot movement and create a fine illusion of battle, as it is all action of one sort or the other. There are many other situations in a play which could be depicted by appropriate dances. Krishna with his spouse enters the water for Jalakrida or water sport. Jayant, the son of Indra, spends time playing with his consort and maid. Another king may go out to hunt. A queen may worship her family god. Such sequences have great possibilities for dances. There are set dance movements accompanied by Maddala symbols that are must during such introductions. They vary according to the personalities so introduced. But the utmost glamour and mystery are involved in the pre-station of the characters like Rakshasa or the terrifying incarnation of Vishnu like Narasimha. Sometimes Hanuman too is given a hair-raising introduction. For the sake of simplification, we can split the Yakshagana characters into a few definite categories. The facial makeup of characters was devised at a time when the plays were staged in open air all night and the stage was lighted by naked flames of a few oil-fed lamps. They provided a sort of a dim yellow lighting. This dimness added to the illusion and mystery of the play. In olden days, they used to smear yellow orpiment or haridala mixed with coconut oil as a base paint. They use pure white zinc, saphed, a little yellow and carmine, ingalika pigments for the same. A proper mixture of these pigments ground with coconut oil is used to cover the face and neck, etc. It is touched up with face powder and puff if necessary. All valiant characters and female roles use such a base paint. Demonical or half demonical or man beast types, etc., make up their faces in different manner altogether. Wearing a black pajama, they squat on the floor in the green room before large mirrors and apply the base paint to their face, palms, legs, etc. Then the lips are touched with carmine and eyebrows and eyelashes with black. Black is provided by oil lamp soot. In the case of elderly male roles who later put on heavy black moustaches, the chin is painted black with marked lines. This dress is very much needed, as otherwise the face will not show off when surrounded by glittering headgear, ear ornaments, neckband and chest ornaments. Now, some caste marks are added to one's face. Toward the edge of the left and the right eye, two round white patches are placed. On the forehead, a white nama or a U-shaped mark is placed. Their edges are lined in red. Over the forehead, on the white patch, a red spot or a black line with a spot is described. Female roles do not use such white patches, but only put on a simple red dot, a vertical line or a U mark. In the case of youngsters like Balarama and Gopal or youthful Abhimanyu, Lava, Kusha, there is no black chin or moustache. Krishna, even when depicted as an elderly person, is often depicted that way. In the case of vainglorious characters like a Gandharva or a Kirata, the eye region is surrounded by a red patch. This makes the face look pompous or a bit tipsy. Certain elderly valiant characters like Parshuram, Ashwathama may also have a red patch around the eyes, suggesting eccentricity or short temper. They wear beards and moustaches too. To signify old age, characters like Brahma, Dashrath of the Ramayana may wear white beard and moustaches. Their costume consists of glittering ornament like the headgear, ear ornament, chest ornament. In order not to hide the last, it is better if the beard is wide and short. In the case of valiant but virtuous characters, but born out of Asura parentage, the makeup is a cross between a straight one and a demonical makeup. Atikya, a son of Ravanya, is one such example. Base paint for his face is green and red, and over it has a set pattern of white thorn-like dot lines that suggest a cruel nature. In this respect, one ought to study the details of facial makeup of Rakshasa and Rakshasi characters, which are very elaborate. For demonical roles, the base paint is a pattern of red, black and green. Emerald green is used for the latter and carmine for the former. The eyelids are painted over with black color. Artificial eyes are painted a little higher up on the forehead. The pattern on the face done with red and black or red and green may vary in design. Where two different colors touch each other, it is demarcated by a line of thorn-like white dots. This is called kutte. Ground rice paste is applied as dot. When it dries up, an addition of the same paste is applied over it till it looks like a white thorn standing out on the face. This kutti line makes the face extremely ferocious. The nose of the male demon is covered up with two balls made up of cotton lint. They make the nose look grotesque in appearance. Two artificial canine teeth may be drawn at the edge of the mouth to suggest ferociousness. After such a makeup is completed, the face is made to appear much wider and bigger by the application of thorn-like protrusions around the jaw. In female demonical roles, the face is painted with a pattern of black and red, and the demarcation lines are made up of kuttis, thorn-like dot, as in case of demons' makeup. Such dotted lines consisting of big or small kuttis often form the special features of the character like Hanuman, Vali, Sugriv, Jambav and the like. They particularly stress the very cruel and ferocious characters features like Chandi and Narsimha. Dotted lines of kuttis are sparingly used in case of characters like Hanuman, Jambava, Sugriva. They form a circle or a rhombus around the natural eyes whose lids are painted black. A character like Chandi in Rati Kalyan may have bulging eyeballs. These are made up of half globular wooden shells with holes from the eyes to see. They were worn like spectacles. If such a character has no speech in the play, then a protruding tongue made up of red metal foil is slipped in between one's lips and made to hang down. Some early types of makeup for characters like Hanuman, Nandi, Jambava have disappeared altogether, and the artists began intimating their counterparts on the professional dramatic stage. Even costumes have changed from old Yakshagana tradition to that of dramatic theatre. Hanuman became one such casualty among the many. But with the active cooperation of veteran traditional artists, I have been able to create some of these missing forms. By constant experimentation, I felt that this could be improved. Yes, and this could be improved upon a good deal more. What comes in the way of doing so is the constant introduction of newer plays with no attention being bestowed upon costume and makeup. Straight, simple, realistic characters like Sage, Charaka, Hanuman Nayaka do not use paint for the face at all. They may use moustache, beard, caste mark, etc. These male roles of olden days used to wear white cotton cloth with a red border for dhoti and a white flowing long coat and a red and white twisted cloth for the turbans. This used to give a simple contrast to the remaining glamorous and other types of characters of Yakshagana stage. Simple realistic characters like servants, guards, Hanuman Nayak wear turbans to cover their heads. Simple costume rishis like Narada or Vashishta tie up their hair above one's head as their valiant counterpart like Drona do. Headgear consists of crowns and peculiarly built up mundasasi. These crowns are made up of wood and set with rich decorative material, consist of bits of mirror and gold paper. The crown is the symbol of sovereignty. Normally, all kings wear them. One queer exception is Bhima, who like his elder brother Dharmaraj often wears it. This anachronism should go. Some kings, like the king of Kashi in Bhishma Vijay, wears mundas, and this too must be discarded. There is a second type of crown worn by demonical roles. In a normal crown, two wing-like attachment on either side give it a good spread. A golden band consisting of woven or jilted strip topped with black hair is placed above the forehead before such a crown is worn. This ornamentation is called kedege. The demon's crown is large-sized conical piece with elaborate decorative work, and it has at its back a plate-like disc colored red in front. Its back is set with decorative pattern consisting of mirror bit and golden foil. I used to remember that in my younger days, Hanuman also used to wear some sort of a crown, but its design, as could be made out from some old relic consists of 3 or 4 circular discs horizontally placed, one above the other. This pattern does not at all harmonize with the other type of crown mentioned already. It seems to be a copy from Kerala tradition and not native. Out of necessity, I have suggested a design that runs midway between the normal crown and that of the Rakshasa. Its size is smaller than that of the Rakshasas. Color plates included in this book illustrates it. Kingly or valiant masculine roles wear 2 large ear ornaments called karnapatras of the decorative material. They cover the natural earlobes completely. The Rakshasi types like Shurapanki or goddess like Chandi have another type of crown. This is a vase-shaped headgear expanding as it goes up. Its section is U-shaped. Over its top, peacock feathers are struck to make it look gorgeous. A properly made crown, kirita, of this type makes the demon's figure look very tall. Balagopal or Krishna, as also the most valiant figures like Arjuna, wears such mundases. But there are other types of mundases where its leaf shape assumes a large size. Its lower end covers one's nape and its top rises quite high. It would need many strands of straw to gain size and have to be arranged, shaped and tied very carefully before covering it with cloth which may be either black or red. A kedage is worn before it. Ray-like golden ribbons enrich its front. In addition to this, a few decorative torches are given to its top. A character like Gandharva or Pradyumna, son of Krishna, wears such light mundase of red color. Krishna wears a mundas of black color and his charioteer Shalya dons a red mundas. These mundases are treated differently in the matter of covering their backside. Smaller ones have golden tuft-like appendages. A Gandharva's mundas have the tail of a red squirrel tucked up from behind. In some rolls, a wheel-like cloth is let down from its centric and its 2 loose ends are tucked up to the waist. In some, a plain covered cloth covers all the clumsy trapping, string or lace ends that may be exposed to view at the back. One thing that needs to be remembered is that the large mundases and a headgear like the Rakshasa are quite heavy to carry. It becomes extremely difficult to carry on some of the queer and intricate dance movement with these on. All colorful male characters wear black pajamas at the outset. This is before sitting for one's makeup. After the makeup is over, male roles will wear a dhoti or a waistcloth and a jacket of red or orange color, complementing to each other, made of cotton. The waistcloth they wear is a long piece nearly 6 yards in length. It is checkered piece of cloth showing up red, orange and brown checks. These designs amply support the glittering ornament that they wear over their person, above the chest, on their arms, etc. I have seen no better stuff providing such a fine base. The cloth is worn in Veerakasse pattern in case of elderly person. It covers the pajama and spreads out sideways at the kneecap and then narrows down below. It passes between the legs too. In the case of youngsters, the mode of wearing the dhoti is different. It is held lengthwise with the help of the pair of strings. A lot of light folds are contrived and then it is worn like a skirt. That is the fashion for boy characters. Krishna, who is considered an eternal youth and celibate in spite of having many wives, also wears this type of dhoti. Rakshasa roles usually wear dhotis similar to other male roles, but the checks in them are of larger size. The jackets worn by male characters are mostly full-sleeved ones. For boys' roles, half-sleeved red jackets are used. In early times, they used no jackets at all. Over the jacket, dhoti and one arm's male characters wear elaborate ornaments designed and carved out of light wood and then suitably covered with gold or silver foil with mirror bit to stimulate the illusion of jewelry. Over one's arm are worn bangles, armlets, and over the shoulder an ornament called bujja kirita, a silver colored thorn studded triangular piece. The decorative piece worn over one's chest is called edekattu. It is a cross band like piece made up of numerous glittering bits of rhombus shaped wood bits. Its dazzling effect is enhanced by a series of black tufts of wood that are attached to its edges. A character like Jatayu, the vulture, comes in Ramayana play, where he challenges Ravana and fights with him. No proper attention had at all been paid to his costume and makeup. Since action and active fighting are involved here, I tried to devise a suitable one. Dress and body ornaments are as in the valiant character. To a head covered with a white cloth, a beak and a pair of dazzling eyes are added. To the shoulder ornaments are attached a pair of symbolic wings. A suitable breastplate is also used. Sage warrior characters don valiant costumes up to the neck. The headgear is dropped in favor of a tied up hair knotted at the top. To signify the revered qualities of the stage, beard and moustache are worn. The color of the hair and the beard is reddish brown in the case of violent characters like Parshuram, with a streak of red below the eyes. Ashwathama, like warrior sage, has similar features, but with black hair and moustaches. Drona, his father, is made up as his son Ashwathama, but with no red patch below the eyes. The bear king Jambava can have a light grey makeup with kuttis and black or white beard without moustaches. He wears a black hairy cotton jacket. His crown shoulder should be similar to that of Hanuman. Sugriva could have a grey and a red facial makeup with a Rakshasa type of crown and can carry a branch of leaf singing forest life, as does a Kirata. His jacket could be of a hairy material and its color grey or straw. Hanuman could have the same type of makeup with a distinctive crown, its size smaller to that of the Rakshasa crown. His jacket can be of grey color and of hairy texture. Face is made up of pink and grey with beard covering the lower jaw in both the sides. Nandi is one strange character. He must have the dress of a warrior and his face made up to look like a bull. 2 horns and a dropping ears will symbolize this main feature. I hope, dear students, you have enjoyed this journey of Yakshagana today.